Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back. I'm going to be ranking the might powers. Only might. I'm not doing preg. I'm not doing the whole DPS. I'm just going to rank the might side. So, you know, trash is being the worst. Crazy, the best. I'm a little under the weather, so I'm kind of sick. So, excuse me. But yo, let's get it started. Fire is for might. Fire is almost there. It wasn't crazy, but it's it's sitting almost there. The only reason why it isn't almost there because the same problem applies from my last mic video that I made last year. Mic gets its damage out slow, you know. So when you're like killing ads and stuff like that, fire is not good for killing ads because the damage comes in slow. So, what if you run into like a munition DPS? They're just killing and killing, because their damage coming in fast. Yeah. So I'm explaining it in simple terms, for like the new people that's trying to like figure out what power to choose and stuff like that. So I'm just explaining it into simple terms. If that makes sense. Oh, but it still does damage though. So, if you're like mm, if you don't have enough money to like buy like the extra power sets, then disco fire is is very good for power. So, but if you can spend money on powers, then don't go fire. But fire is a good power, but I'm just specifically talking about the mic side. I'm gonna try not to spend too much time on one power. So, light, light is mid. I think might gonna stay mid until they actually do something to it. But light, light is it's just power hungry, and I mean, if you have high skill points, then yeah, sure, you can be any power in this game and do damage. If you have high skill points in high and like max arts, then you can be good with like any power. But if you're just not starting off and you have enough money to buy power, don't let light be your first choice. It is a fun power. It's like one of the most fun power up on the game. Well, here comes fear. So light and fear. They got the same moves and same power sets and same like everything. It's only right to rank. But yeah, for my side, it is good. Light has good melee. So for like duos and stuff like that, yeah, might is good. But for like rage and stuff, yeah, you wouldn't really want to use munitions. Munitions is crazy for might side. This is probably the best might power up on the game. I never knew like guns will like do so much damage, but yeah, guns do more damage than like actual superpowers. Yep, guns do more damage than actual superpowers. Yep, yep. This is DC universe for it. But munitions is very good. Mm, you can like any loadout for like munitions will do damage. Like it will. But I mean, you still have some loadout that's like better than others. But the melee side is good. The range is good. It's just a good mic power overall. Like everything for like munitions is like the mic side. So if you have enough money to spend on powers and you want to be on top of the boards, then go munitions. And if you don't want to if you don't want to cramp your hands up doing prec and stuff like that, and you just want to just chill and relax and just do damage, yeah, just go munitions. Might is still not better than prec, but if you want to compete, then yeah, go munitions. Atomic is almost trash. It's not trash. If you got high skill points, then yeah, you can make it work, but it's just not better than some of the top power. The range sucks. It's just I don't ever see. atomic DPSs overall, like might or break. Oh yeah, it's mental. Mental is just crazy. Like a lot of people sleep on mental. Mental is crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's crazy. If you know what I mean. Mental is a very good power. But the only reason why it's not crazy is simply because like I just feel like mental just have single target. The AOE is not hitting hard. Like I've seen some loadouts where people try to like clip and stuff like that with like mental, but it's still not hit. Which is not. But the single target is OP. And the PvP is OP. But I'm not really gonna discuss PvP because this is PvP is dead. So and it's dead and it's broken. Somebody told me to do a PvP tier list, but it's just like I mean I'll do it just because y'all wanna do it. But I'm not gonna be feeling it. So it's probably gonna come out later on up in a year. Yeah. This water? Yeah, this yeah. Yeah, water's trash. It's trash. I shouldn't even have to explain why. But I'm gonna explain it for like the newbie. The like veterans of DC know why water is trash, but water doesn't do no damage. Like powers don't do no damage unless you have high skill points. I've seen water DPS, water might DPS do damage. That's because they have to have high skill points and arts to do damage. This is like water DPS is not one of those powers that you can just come onto the game and just be good. No, it takes time. It takes time, young brother. It takes time. But yeah, it's trash and the damage comes slow too. But electricity. I want to say this. Ooh, it's mid. Electricity was crazy. But when they nerfed EOG, some powers fluctuated. Some powers went down, some powers went. The only reason why it's not almost trash or trash is simply because, people still spam EOG, but it's not like how it used to. But EOG really carried electricity, like it did. So, being that electricity relies on EOG and EOG done got nerfed, then it's like it's not crazy no more. Like it's not gonna do damage like how it used to be, like how it used to do. And you can beat electricity without EOG, but it's not hitting hard. Electricity got all these dots and stuff like that. Like it's not like then like these other powers and stuff. So yeah, that killed electricity. It did. What it killed electricity might. Yeah. Gadgets. I don't. It's like gadgets might is gonna be like I seen like people with gadgets might they going crazy with the clipping. I know they thumbs be hurting. I know their fingers be cramping. I know they thumbs be hurting and stuff like that. Like oh my goodness. It's like with gadgets, it's like no matter what they nerf, they still gonna find a way to be on top of the leaderboards. It's like they still gonna find a way to be on top of the leaderboard. It's like they clip these powers. It's like they nerf suppressor turret. Now they do the mines. It's like they are gonna find a way. Like they is not gonna switch from gadgets. Gadgets are diehard fans. Gadgets are diehard fans. They are diehard fans of their power of gadgets. They is not finna let gadgets die for nothing. And hey, it is what it is. Man. Sorcery. Oh, okay. I'm about to break a rule, but I'm not really finna break a rule because it's like sorcery isn't almost there. It's not really in crazy. But sorcery might, without the pets, it'll be like in like almost trash. But pet DPSing, it technically count as might, cause you really pet DPSing with might. But there's like two types of pet DPSing. I mean, not pet DPS. There are two types of sorcery pet DPS. There's the might side and there's the prec side. Me personally, I think the prec side does more damage than the might side, cause I'm a pet DPS with sorcery on one of my toons, and I tested it out, and I tested prec side and I tested might side. The prec side does a lot of damage if you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, prec pet DPS. But the might side, it does damage too, but you know, I feel like the most of your damage solely relies on like it solely relies on like uh, uh, it solely relies on like mercy in your like how can I put it? I'm trying to think of the power. But I know like the might side, like it relies on something. I forgot what it is. But it's just like I'm finna break a rule because like pet is not really might, but it is might at the same time. So I'ma just classify it as might. But if you don't wanna go pet as sorcery, then it's right. But if you do wanna go pet as sorcery, then I'm talking about the tier 3 pets. Oh yeah. Rage. Rage is overrated on my side, man. Look, man, I'm gonna be the first one to say it. Rage is overrated on my side. It's overrated. First of all, it don't have no range. Like you literally gotta rely on iconic powers if you're rage. If you wanna go into a raid with rage, 9 times out of 10, the average person will have an iconic power open. Like more than 2 iconic powers. Let me say that. So like in like duos, yeah, Rage is good. Rage is crazy in duo. And they nerf EOG too, you know what I'm saying? So that Berserk ain't not finna hit quick anymore, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, oh, Rage. Man, the devs gotta do something about Rage. Right, the devs have to do something. Nah, this is just the might side. I'm talking about the press side. So everybody gonna be like, man, but you know, Rage still hitting, man. Rage still do damage, man. You know, Rage press still hitting up. But this a might video. Saying might, you know. So almost trash as might because it needs more range powers and stuff like that. But it is nature. I ain't gonna cap, man. It's in almost there, man. Well, it's on like the borderline though. It's on like the borderline. I'll put it's on borderline. I wish I could make another tier list on like the borderline, cause it's really on the borderline of crazy and like almost there. Like it's literally on the line, cause it's like as soon as that personality ally came out, it been hitting. It been hitting hard. But the thing is though, like okay, so it's like when you poison somebody, I think it have a 20% chance to like get a stack right after you do damage after you poison somebody. I know that's like a lot to take in, but like so like you have a 20% chance. Like so every time you use a superpower up on the enemy, it's a 20% chance after you poison somebody that you will gain a stack, and that stack gains might, gains a percentage of your might. So one stack I think is like 1% might or something. I don't know. I would have to look back up at the artifact. But I was testing it and I was like, oh, so this is how the artifact works. I mean, so this is how the ally works. But it still does damage though at the end of the day. But it's still not competing with like munitions and gadgets might. But it does do damage though, if you know what you're doing. So I mean, if you just not getting up on a game and you wanna try nature because nature is a free power. And if you want to try nature, make sure you have the poison ivy ally. If not, then you won't be doing all that. Without the ally, nature is really in trash. But with it, it's in almost there. This ice, man, I know a lot of ice. I know a lot of ice power. I know a lot of ice mains are devastated about this nerf because you know the ice elemental was so broken. Now pre-nerf, ice was like up on the borderline. Ain't no cow. Ice probably in crazy. It's in border. But post nerf, man, it's like they came at the ice. Like, okay, it came at the ice and they came at the electric. But electric still be hitting a little bit. But it ain't hitting. But ice, no, you gotta have high skill points. You gotta have max arts and stuff like that. So if you're just not getting up on a game and you want to try ice just for damage, I won't recommend it. You know what I'm saying, but I mean, if you want to make a Superman iconic and you want to go ice, go for it. I mean, hey, it is what it is. Just go for it. I'm assuming this Earth. I'm gonna be real. Almost trash. Yes, Earth is in almost trash. Now you finna go up in the comment section and be like, man, what you talking about, man? Earth might good. Man, I be doing top damage with Earth, man. But look. Okay, you have high skill points. You have max art. Okay, you will do damage with any power. Talking about for the people that just not getting up on the game and stuff like that. And they finally got some money to buy a power. And they want to go Earth just because Terra Earth and she's a beast with Earth, or you know, all of these like, and they want to see their favorite creators. They play Earth and they be like, oh, I could do damage with Earth. Watch this, and they do lots of damage with Earth, Mike. But that don't mean you can do damage with Earth, Mike. Okay, Earth is the reason why it's not in trash because it still has melee, it still has jackhammer. It does a lot of damage, but that's just for like duos and sometimes alert when you're like fighting ass. But if you're in a raid, don't, other than the event, don't go spamming jackhammer because you're gonna make the healer stressing, and the healer gonna be like, "Come on, y'all," and you just gonna make the group toxic because you're gonna keep dying, spamming jackhammer stuff like that. Yeah, this is the 2023 Mike tier list. If you disagree with anything, you just go to the comment section as usual, and we can have a debate there.